The following video is not intended for children, and it's best enjoyed if you have either finished the MSQ up to 85 or you don't mind spoilers. This is my first time using OBS, so I apologize profusely if the quality has dipped at all. It seems there's been all kinds of quality problems with my XSplit videos. Well, hopefully I'm gonna fix that in future content. Good evening, ladies and germs. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker.
Oh, Boone! I was just about to call for you. I'm afraid we've received another call for assistance. This one comes from Razadhan.
Oh.
The others have assembled in the main hall to discuss the situation. You must join them at once.
Alright. Here we are. Making sure.
Ah, there you are.
Hi. So, what's the mission?
Our worst fears have come to pass, but a moment ago we received grim tidings from our contact in Razadhan. Vile beasts have appeared as if out of nowhere, claiming one victim after the next. What's more, they say the sky burns above them.
Oh no. This is bad.
Good gods, are the final days already upon us? It would appear so, sadly. That's all the information we have at present. No doubt the people of Razadhan are busy fighting for their lives. Then we must go at once. They need our help.
Yeah.
Agreed, Kryl. You'd best remain here with Tataru and gather what knowledge you can. You're in no condition for a long journey, I imagine. Very well. Similar phenomena may have been observed elsewhere, and if so, we must know about it at once.
$69.
Be safe out there, yes?
We'll do our best.
Let's make first for Yedlmod. We must prepare ourselves for what may lie ahead.
Alright.
Vile beasts did rise.
Cutscene time. Wish there was a way to cut back the glass glare. Well, if I get the camera closer, maybe. Ooh. So I think Emmett actually is the narrator here, even though he's dead.
Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash.
Isn't that what Urianger said about your store?
Earth and boils seas.
Whoa. Holy shit snacks.
And our sins ascend unto the heavens.
Some gnarly looking monsters.
3 dooms to unmake all we were.
Whoa.
The sky burns. The final days are truly upon us.
Holy shit.
My friends, I trust you have heard the news.
Yeah.
We have. What can you tell us of the situation, Your Excellency?
Last night, the Isle was rocked by tremors, and the earth itself cried out.
What's the source of all this?
Aloft, the heavens began to burn. From all about, unholy beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth in fury and rage. No. To say they came forth would be inexact. The people of Razadhan themselves transformed into these baleful fiends.
Oh man, there's a D&D module that has a similar thing go on.
Though the phenomenon was observed throughout our lands, the first creature, the largest and most dreadful of the lot, wrought havoc upon us here in our fair city.
I take it that's a boss.
Though they bear superficial resemblance to divinities of legend, they are ungodly abominations. The people decry them as blasphemies, The Large One's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our Radiant host in an attempt to quell the threat.
No, leave it to us. We'll take care of it.
And what of Vritra?
Yeah, how's he doing?
Vitra too makes for the north of his own accord, and yet
That could go bad for him.
he knows the blasphemy and its minions were but yesterday his beloved people.
Oh, man.
I pray his boundless compassion and mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
Understood. I ask that you allow us to aid you in quelling this threat.
You would risk your lives to help us yet again? I have no words to express my gratitude. Our regiments approach the north from several directions, with a number of units set to depart from the docks of Yedlimad. They will make landfall in an area of dense jungle, where one can expect to encounter dangers even beyond the fell beasts we hunt.
Whoa.
I leave you to your preparation. You will find me at the docks when you are ready to depart.
Alright. I'm ready. I had a good night's sleep. Allie's ready to kick some ass.
We're as prepared as we'll ever be. Let's go.
You said it, Allie. I wonder if anybody else is going to get an echo. Everyone is assembled, yes? I thank you for lending us your aid in our battle against the blasphemy. Let us review our plan of attack. I would have you board this boat. Wanted me to try some weird beer. Circle around the north side of the island. Got it. I think I might have said that. Where was I? There you will find a dense jungle we call Vansaparti. It is a sacred wood, home to many temples and a number of villages. Vitra and the Radiant host have gone ahead of us. I ask you join them and do all in your power to destroy this blasphemy. I'll destroy it with my sword. Vanaspati now accessible. Alright, let's form a party and get on with it. Whoa. Oh my god, this reminds me of fucking, the first dungeon from Shadowbringers. The Burning Village. What the hell is that one called again? Future me!
Dumbass!
Thank you. Oh man, this is crazy. Oh wow, look at these Humbaba looking sons of bitches. I love the black and red color scheme. Looking great here. Alright, here's the next boss. Looks like a scorpion elephant Dilophosaurus thing. My god, that thing's hideous. I mean, it's like in a scary way, like not in a, oh, that's a terrible design way. No, that thing is genuinely frightening. Go into the bubbles when they spawn or when he's doing his blast thing. Whoa. Woo. Oh my god, what is that? Is that the boss? No, that's a statue. Oh, it's one of those Flappy Birds that's been in every Final Fantasy game since 12. Wait a minute! These are squigs from Warhammer! What is that? Svarbanu? I have no idea! One easy boss fight later. Alright, here we go. And for the record, I did not figure out the floor tile mechanic, but it didn't seem to matter as much. Yeah! Oh. And, of course, we get our cutscene, bruh, cutscene. Creepazoid.
As I feared.
What?
What is it?
What did you fear?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
Oh god, when she gets this emotional, it's real serious. Because she's usually very stoic.
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
It has no ether.
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
So her ether sight's not going to be helpful here at all. Okay, you can turn it off then.
But that would mean...
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud.
Holy fucksicles.
Until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
It doesn't just dissipate ether, it destroys ether.
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhap so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
How's she been targeting them with her spells? Those... Oh, right, ears.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
It's not like tempering, it's worse than tempering. It's like tempering on steroids.
Not by any means known to me. Or by
Holy
any
shit.
means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
So once you're killed by this, once you're attacked by this, you're fucked.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
They don't even get to go to fucking their equivalent to the afterlife. They oh my god. Dude, anyone who dies this way, shit. They don't even get to rest in peace. They're just obliterated. Their souls are destroyed.
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate.
Gotta stop them, man.
Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnair, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
They were dead before you got to them, Vitra.
Vitra, my friends, I am heartened to see you safe.
Thanks. Man.
You put your secret at risk. Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all.
They probably already knew the whole time, like, how easy is it to hide a dragon?
Vitra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair.
Man. This
More
show's
than
pretty-
ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vitra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos.
Yeah, the people have enough shit on their plate. You know, what with the calamity?
I shall remain the Satrap's loyal ally and do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone. I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may. I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Rad-et-Han will not survive.
Alright. I'll help as much as I can.
Take me with you.
Estinian?
I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
My prediction's
Were
coming
my
through.
words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
Dragon Hunter becomes Dragon Rider.
Estinian, here.
Oh. What's that?
It's the last thing you ever wanted. A link pearl. We'd gain much from knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you loathe.
Harumph.
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with you after all.
Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he? Fuck.
Then I pray thy grip is iron. Be it on thy head if thou dost chance to fall.
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
I fear it is as Vitra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
Okie dokie. Let's do this. Quick and painful. Forgive me, my friends, but I must return to Megaduta for the time being. There I can better manage the crisis and dispatch my troops as the situation demands. In that case, we shall carry out an investigation on our own here in the city. Mayhap the residents can tell us more about the transformations, and the conditions under which it occurred. If we can ascertain exactly what triggered these tragic events, it may give us some insight into a possible solution. Time is of the essence. Let's split into 3 groups that we may cover more ground. Alize and I will see to Poxka's path. Thancred and Yustola pray make for Dharma. I leave Arthur and Graha to you, Boone. Any information you can gather on the first blasphemy or the manifestation of the final days here in the city would be most helpful. Okay. When we completed our respective inquiries, let us reconvene in front of Megaduta that we might share what we've learned with the Satrap. Alright, time to talk to 3 random people.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by the Scions of the 7th Dawn. These are their stories.
Shall we be off then? Arthur is home to the High Crucible of Alchemia, whose alchemists forged many of our warding scales. It seems as good a place as any to begin our investigation, don't you think? I spoke briefly with Nuhedin, the chief alchemist there, on our last visit. He should be happy to answer our queries. Alright, Grahat here's gonna follow us around. Let's go. I'll welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? We're assisting the Satrap in investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch sight of any of the creatures? I did. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning.
Suddenly, I heard panic screams coming from the Balsham Bazaar. In the next instant, a monstrous beast poked its head amidst the stalls. A handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the fiend and its minions propelled themselves skyward. Oh. So, the blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This knowledge may prove useful. I thank you for sharing your tale. Well, I do believe we now know where we should inquire next. To the bazaar, then.
Nobody saw shit!
I suspect that is the most we can expect of the people right here to tell us. I think it's best we find a place outside the bazaar where we might rest and review our findings.
Okay.
Judging by their accounts, the transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. It tore through the west side of the bazaar and headed south towards the Aetherite Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy may have appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in that mayhem can surely tell us more.
Okay, let's ask 3 random people here.
We find a filthful Hure over here.
Going after that enormous beast, are you? I saw it, including the very instant that poor bastard transformed. Damn the gods for putting me there. It started over there by the window. A few men, merchants, probably, talking and drinking. Conversation must have turned for the worst. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hand, and black mist was swirling about him. Then his whole body bursts apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast, massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrinking, and then the black mist comes again, until the change takes them too. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, do you perchance know where those merchants were? Or who those merchants were? No, I'm a decorator by trade. Not much cause to mingle with their sort. I saw Michiel the barmaid chatting with them, though. She might know something. Alright, let's go talk to the barmaid, and get a beer while we're at it.
Even after repairing all that damage, it'll take a while for business to pick up again.
Yeah, I heard you knew those guys.
You mean the Blasphemy? That's what the Radiant have been calling it, anyway. I saw it too, we all did. I was standing there at the counter and as Mary poured me a drink, when suddenly there came this dreadful sound, like a painful, angry groan. It was unlike anything I'd ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of black mist rose the creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As to what happened next, to recall it sent shivers up my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. But the sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood, and I read myself and the other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn? I'm certain of it. The windows here offer a clear view of the sky, and I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Hello there. Welcome to Merid's Mayane. What can we get you?
A stiff one.
We have not come for libations, but rather for information.
Oh, I'll take a libation too.
You are Michiel, yes? We're investigating the so-called blasphemy on the Satrap's behalf. We hear it was one of your customers, a merchant that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him?
Did he take the blue acid?
He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Khazal was his name. He ran his own consortium, dealing primarily in the exports of Thanavirian specialties.
Oh, is that where we buy all of our Thanavirian gear? Where have I heard that name before?
It definitely rings a bell. Come to think of it, didn't you meet Khazal when you first came to Thanavir? Holy shit! I couldn't remember for a second there, but... Yeah, he was supposed to buy the fish! If I recall correctly, he ran a trading operation in Yedamorad. It was through him the Scions were acquainted with the fisherman Matzia. That guy's dead? Fuck, dude. Yes, that's the same Khazal, no doubt. A rather successful man from what I gather. Oh, man. That said, it was clear to me they had fallen on hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere can't have been good for business. Even now, with the towers gone, the collapse of the Empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxuries is surely not what it once was. Trying times for the head of a trading consortium, indeed. Kozal was a compassionate man. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, that was the very topic of yesterday's meeting, as far as I could hear. Yet as they discussed matters further, Kozal's tone grew grave and grim. It was then that... Forgive me. I would not have you recall the memory if it brings you pain. If I could, I would ask but one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Kozal in particular? Please, anything at all. Sorry, nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you. If only I could have an echo right about now. Kozal lived for his work, and had no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but they are lost to us. Oh, he ate them all, didn't he? Still, perhaps his neighbors know something I do not. I can direct you to them if you believe it would help. What do you say?
Alright, let's go.
Kozal made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Kozal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood.
Okay.
Kama? That name is new to me. How did we get there?
Oh, we look inside of a sutra.
And this must be Kama. We've arrived at last. Let us begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Kozal.
Alright, I'm gonna do that and I will summarize for y'all. Alright, he made some kind of deal with somebody at a store called Gingerverba Fibers. I'm sorry, I don't know how I'm intended to pronounce that. And hurry, I say, there's no time to waste.
Pardon me, but you're in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions we'd like to... I'm sorry, but I simply don't have time to chat. If you hadn't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. Well, that's why we're here. In that case, might we be of some assistance? Perhaps we could speak when the job is done. Oh, okay, more filler. Very well. You can start by helping us move our equipment, and I'll ask the other what to put where. Others what to put where. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. It's like I thought the cutscene was over. This area is for employees only, don't you know? Get out! Okay, we're gone. I'm just kidding. I just didn't want to record all the filler. Alright, so we talk to this guy and deliver the crate. The next delivery is at this coordinates. These coordinates. Oh, I think this one actually impedes my movement a bit. Well then, hold on. That's good for a screenshot. Let's do it. And the last one is right around the corner. You carried all the crates to the storehouses, you say? And so quickly too? Why, I've never seen anyone so strong. Ellie and my associates will see to the rest. Please report to Din Din and assure him that our work is proceeding apace. Alright, we talked to Jin Baha again. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it. We looked into the burning skies in confusion, and then before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the doors, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror. And in that next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. So it does spread like the Sin Eaters. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then... He too transformed. They can transform because of fear? It sounds like the Sin Eaters. I'm sorry, was there something you wanted to ask? Indeed. You knew the merchant Khazal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Khazal, I know him well. We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end we received a better offer and had to turn him down. They're transforming when they're in despair! The despair is what's causing the transformation! I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we'd have been fools to refuse. Oh god, okay, everybody needs to start fucking right now. Mass orgies! Get rid of all the despair! I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand we simply had no choice. He tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were as plain as day. He said he discusses with his associates, but I could tell he'd given up all hope. The despair is what's causing the transformation. Dejection and despair. We all know how bad despair is. You remember what we saw in Vanspati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink of turning into beasts, one after the next. It would seem the same phenomenon occurred here. The poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing the same change. I suspect that everything began with Khazal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered from the most profound and piercing despair. We're gonna need some hope, Bagels. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions were what triggered the transformation? Yeah, don't underestimate the power of despair, man. It's fucking crazy. Much remains unclear, but I believe we're drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Mass orgies it is! Beyond the depths of despair. We were to reconvene with the others in front of Megaduta, were we not? That should be just outside. With any luck, they will already have returned from their own investigations. Alright. My friend, we must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared for the tragedy, but remember, your lives are far more precious than anywhere's. If you are ordered to flee, do so without hesitation. Indeed. Thank you for your concern, and pray you two take care as well. Will do. Sky's still burning out there. We all gonna deal the echo? Hey, Stola.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
We found out some things.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
It's despair, man. Despair's the thing.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
What'd you find, Allie?
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
You want to go, Raha, or me? Okay, despair is the problem, so we need to give the people hope. Or distract them with drugs and alcohol.
So the merchant Khazal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
Yeah.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
So it's even worse than the fucking Sin Eaters. Sin Eaters couldn't
Fear,
transform you.
unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
Yeah, even the Sin Eaters couldn't do that.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts. A common thread with what we now witness.
Yeah.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings. Why remains to be seen. But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not.
Yeah, my soul is slightly less sundered than it used to be.
Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me.
Oh?
We have it on good authority that Karl Zahl's transformation took
That
place
too.
before the skies began to burn.
So maybe they're not
What?
related.
If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast.
I think that might be what was happening in Alamigo back a couple episodes ago.
Dumbass!
And Ishgard, too.
Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
I guess we're about to find out, huh? Fuck, dude.
Look! It's the Satrap!
The Satrap!
Thank the heavens.
Man, oh man, oh man. Oh, is this guy a paladin? I mean, they're the only class that wields shields in this game, so...
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last.
Hooray!
Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes.
Is that why Xenos declared himself an agent of despair?
I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Balaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
Is that a place we haven't been before? Yeah, I don't think
We
we've
are
been
still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share...
Whoa.
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
You are?
I'm Matthew of Akyali, a humble fisherman. Ah, I remember you from our first visit. Wait, you're... But no, that can wait.
Yeah, what's your news? Speak, man.
When the skies turned red, I set off for Balaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend.
Oh no.
But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No!
That village is fucked.
God
No!
have
Stop, stop!
mercy.
No, 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 no! Don't despair, you'll transform!
Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
Give her hope, quickly!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore
Somebody
our warriors,
needs
limb from limb.
to give her some weed!
What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, sink their fangs into him?
Stop her! She's gonna transform!
The fangs! The screams!
Get away from her, now!
Oh god. Whoa! She turned into a big one! Her too. God, it's a chain reaction.
Holy hell.
Damn it! We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
You got it. Be safe, Stola.
Run! As fast as you can! Ah!
Whoa, that's a weird design.
No!
Damn, just mere terror, mere fear is enough. This has to be happening in Alamigo right now. Ishgard. Oh.
Hey, stop! I'll save you! Whoever you are.
Oh, maybe he's gonna be a badass right now. Great.
Yeah! I'll help!
Oh shit, he's about to bite the Satrap's head off.
Vitra, our people, you must save
Oh
them.
shit, is he about to fucking die? Or am I gonna be a big damn hero here?
No! I was too late! My sword couldn't get there in time!
My son,
Enough! You must run. For their sake and your own.
I see, Graha's trying to test whether he can stop the transformation.
Yes, you will survive.
Okay, so calming them down while they've got the smoke coming out of them can stop the transformation from happening. Thank you for proving that, Graha. Dude, he just got eaten. Ooh, nice. Stola so powerful. Oh, I haven't seen her use that barrier in a while. What kind of a noise was that, Raha? Calming himself down, I guess. Oh, is he gonna use break?
Be strong, my friends! Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations!
Okay, good. Hopefully there'll be no more
Brave men and women of the Radiant Host! Lend your Stola and Thancred your aid! Let not a single beast escape! The rest of you, flee this place! Carry the wounded if you must! Head indoors or underground!
And above all,
Above all, stay calm! No beast will follow you, we will see to that!
He's always been a great commander. I mean, at least ever since he became the Exarch.
Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us! And make for Palaka's stand at once! Matsya, show my friends to the village! I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest!
Right! Go with them, will you?
I'd rather stay
We will
here.
save these people. As many as we can.
Promise me you'll survive. Promise me you'll make it through this.
Holy shit snacks. We must save Palaka's stand, whatever it takes. Matsya, it pains me to put you in harm's way, but I would ask your aid as well.
Of course, Palaka stands not far, just down the hill. But as I told His Excellency before, the path was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back.
In that case, this is what we shall do. Boone, I ask you to take the lead and dispatch any beast you encounter. You got it! Alize will keep Messiah hidden amongst the trees, and follow when... Ugh, dang it, what happened? There's no telling what dangers await us. Keep your eyes peeled. Yeah! There's no telling what dangers await us, because we're gonna have to find out what those dangers are in the next one. That's our show. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.
Just my imagination, a sort of empty concentration while I fiddle with my fingers and take a sip of lukewarm tea. Let's all walk to the infectious rhythm of the cool bossa nova, and myriad puzzle pieces are here for me.